my friends, and welcome back to Black Myth Wukong. So, last time, we stretched our legs outside of the cave, and we ran into an old friend, broke the rest of his arms off, and now we are heading into a hole in the wall. Hello? Super Wukong Sunshine? There we go. It took a little bit. Take your time, potato. This is very pretty. Is this supposed to be the Purple Mountain? Because it looks a lot more orange to me. Do I have a map? Oh. Maybe? Yeah, it looks a lot more orange to me. Hello? Computer's definitely having a little bit of trouble. But Purple Cloud Mountain. Well, the last boss we kicked the crap out of told us to come looking here.
Husband! Oh dear, husband! My powerlessness grieves me so. All I can do is weep here, hoping that a kind passerby might find your remains.
Do you need some help? Is it the snake? It is the snake. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna steal this treasure chest real quick, and then we can talk. Hello, snake lady.
Young master, please forgive my impropriety. I am but a widow, here to mourn my late husband. Show some kindness, and excuse my manners.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Talk, scream, cry, do whatever you need to. You poor little snake lady.
We lived in peace in our mountaintop home. But out of nowhere, wicked insects swarmed the place. They occupied our village. I was the lone survivor.
Point me in the direction. I will kill them all.
I intended to retrieve my late husband's keepsakes. But the Guai's leader, the Scorpion Lord, has discouraged all my attempts with his death sting. Young master, are you heading up the mountain? Venomous Yao Guais have infested the forest ahead. Take caution, or you may never make it back alive.
Oh, poor snake lady.
Remember to carry enough herbs with you, in case you find yourself poisoned.
No, I'm just going to use the old From Software tactic of letting it burn through me.
Young master, are you heading up the mountain? Venomous Yao Guais have infested.
All right, well, you have my word. I will bring back your husband's belongings from these evil scorpion pricks. Oh, she's even on the map. Oh, poor little snake lady. Well, hopefully we can find a shrine before we start running into that poison. Ooh. Anybody over here? Hello? Scorpion friend? I just want to talk about a nice snake lady that you've been bullying. I will rest here, though. May as well. Check the map real fast. Okay. So, pretty sure I can go over there. I see somebody with a spirit. So that's my first stop. Guessing there's something to do down there too. But first things first. Hello, friend. Tree man? Yeah, I'm not playing that game with you, sir. You seem really intimidating. So yeah, I'm gonna waste some mana and pull out all the stops on you. Ow! Go to sleep. No Lorax to save you. Your soul is mine. Verdant glow. Okay. We'll take this quite happily. Anything else to grab around here? Can't go that way. I will take these mushrooms. Yep. Eat shit. Ooh, one hit. Not bad, snake staff, spider staff. Not bad at all. Hello there, friend. I am definitely checking my map after I kill you. Because there's another shrine right there. Okay. So, there's another shrine, like right here. I might as well go touch it, and then go do some backtracking and try and figure out which way progress is. I heard somebody grumble. Bounds of Deity's Abode? Yeah. I'm guessing there's a boss there. I am just gonna go. How far this way can I go? Too far. Alright, I need to try and funnel this area down just a little bit. I am slowly losing my mind. So, nothing over there. Let's see if I can find that original bridge. I think this is where we fought. Yeah, this is where we fought Tree Friend. Go check out this lake real fast. Just want to make sure I go through this place with a fine-tooth comb. What is this? Oh, just a piece of candy. There's a lion all over the place. Hello? Tender Jade Lotus. Ooh. I thought I already had that, but very easily be wrong. Okay. Alright, let's check out this side real fast. Oh, hello. Well, I already beat the crap out of your leader, so I'm not too worried about you. Oh god, I take that back. You are a brick shithouse. Ow. You know what? Don't like that, do you? Oh god. You blend in with the walls. Dirty son of a bitch. Okay. That seems to be a direction. This was where we could go up. Okay. I am just gonna have to try and pick a direction and stick with it, aren't I? Let's go this way for now. Ow! Oh, god damn. Nope. Oh. Oh, you horrible bitch. You have archer friends, I see. Well, I will not be making that same mistake twice, I'll tell you that much right now. Let's go see if we can't find his backup before we try taking him on again. The last time we went down there, let's go this way this time. See if I can't find a sneaky little archer or two. I am just gonna waste a little bit of mana on you. Do not feel like drawing this out any longer than it needs to be. Go to sleep. Alright, so far no archers. Can I go this way? I can't go this way. Oh my god. I am very quickly losing my mind. Okay, so that's the bridge I originally came from. Which means if there are going to be archers... Hello, friend. What's the matter? Ow! I was just about to say, it felt like there were more than one of you. Alright, so that leads back to Snake Friend. This leads off to some kind of lonely mountain with another bridge. The only way to get there is by dealing with him.
A monk.
You got a cheap-shotting little pervert. Hello, friend. I'd work on that combo. I'll take this. Celestial Registry Tablet. Another shrine. Okay, so this is progress. That is most definitely progress. So we've got to clear out this. And then we've got to clear out this whole area as well. So progress is over there. Let's go check out this place real fast. Oh my god. I've never missed invisible walls so much. How am I supposed to know where I'm going if I'm allowed to go everywhere? Anybody down here? Hello? Okay, so dead end here. That's good. Slowly getting my bearings when it comes to this place. So, we can come back up here. This is where the bridge leads. It's good to know. Another archer. It is now my life's work to make sure that you idiots do not get another shot off on me. Okay. Got over here. Which doesn't seem to be anything. We've got this jackass. Ow! How very dare you, sir? So was I supposed to take this steep-ass way up? Alright. Where am I? Over by here. Alright, so we've looked around this. We still got to go under the bridge and clear out this area, as well as clear out this area. So, we might as well focus on this side first, then come out from under the bridge. I would rest, but we are already almost topped off anyway.
Let outside quarrel.
Somebody sounds like they're licking themselves.
I shall give that bastard what he deserves.
Hello, friend. Looking for some entertainment? You seem to be very unhappy.
Get lost. Don't disturb my drink. How about a quick death with my stinger, you torch-faced monkey? Now leave while you can.
Nah, I'm here for the honor of Snake Lady. You come down here, you drunken asshole.
Quit your dawdling, will you? One scratch on my jaws, just one, and you'll be a dead monkey.
Oh, this jar? This jar right here. This jar right here? Fuck your jars! Fuck your jars!
Oh, the nerve! You fur-face, I meant to let you pass, but you chose to ruin my day! Now, face your doom.
Oh no, this one's for... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. You hit like a truck. Pocket sand. Oh, God. Beat his ass. Give it to him. We cannot embarrass ourselves. We called out this fight for Snake Lady's honor. Yeah, eat shit. Oh, Jesus Christ, that poison. Alright, well, now I understand why you have a shrine right next to you. Okay. Alright, well, we are going to go with the old-fashioned Loom strategy of put baby in a corner and do not let him get up. Where are you at, you big old bitch? Pocket sand. Eat shit. Stay down, you evil son of a bitch. I am just going to keep laying it on. Put baby in a corner and do not let him move until baby stops crying. Hit him with the big one. Eat shit, scorpion bitch. Oh, god damn. Heal. Alright, I'm gonna need just a second. Just a second. Okay, heal up again. Oh, God, you horrible bitch. How dare you? Just let my stuff come back. Oh, god damn. God damn. You evil son of a bitch. You stop swinging at me. You're supposed to go for my duplicate. Oh, eat my dick. Eat all 6 inches. Don't you hit me with the aura. It goes aura.
My revenge. I can no longer.
Your revenge. That was for Snake Lady, you evil son of a whore. What were you protecting? Loom Aura Amplification Pellets again? Damn. More golden thread. I am gonna need to rest up at a shrine. Ooh. God damn, you had all the things, didn't you? I am gonna have to take a little bit better of a look at that in just a second. Hello, friend.
Buddhists are unwelcome in the land of death.
Overkill, I know, but I'm in no mood to deal with your shit, you garden variety mountain pervert. I'll take this. You know, anything down here worth looking at? Oh, the archer directly above me. I'll be up there in just a second. Patience is a virtue. Now, hello, friend. Oh, come on. Come down here. You're being a cowardly little he-bitch. Thank you. Okay. Now, I think I've cleared all of this out. And now I just need to go rest at a shrine real fast and go get Snake Boy's soul. Ooh, I should also go talk to Snake Lady. this her husband? Can't interact with it. Well, before I do, I want to make sure I look at all the stuff we got. Slightly increases experience gained from defeating enemies. With name thus claimed, all things enchained, he trod anew the righteous way. In glory's grip, he would await a celestial title to attain. Nothing else. And then we pick this up. Massively increases drinking speed. That's not horrible. The monkey then drank with all the deities who came to greet him. Ooh, and we have stuff to upgrade it if it can be upgraded. But what else did I get? Death Stinger. The infamous death sting was bestowed by it. Now that its owner is dead, let it not fall into the hands of others, as it is well suited for crafting armor. Ooh. Anything else particularly crazy? Soul Remigration Pill. Upon use, grants resurrection upon death before triggering life-saving strand for a long duration. My pills aren't just made from any old lump of clay. Do you think they're that easy to come by? Who's making pills out of clay? God damn it, Meth Fox. What the hell is wrong with you? Each sip recovers 35% of maximum health, grants a considerable amount of ki. Who has been invited to the Queen Mother's Peach Banquet? No idea what that means. Monkey Head Fungus Seed. Ooh. I've got to take this back to my gardener dragon buddy. But first things first, we are going back and talking to Snake Lady. See if she's able to recover her husband's stuff now that we've moved that scorpion bitch. What's this? Venomous Sting Insect Armor. Considerably increases damage dealt by all poison-inflicting attacks. Fubon Strength. Why does that sound familiar? Fubon Strength. This is the chess piece. I have been looking for this for 2 chapters now? Considerably increases damage dealt by all poison-inflicting attacks. And increases the duration of all medicinal effects. That's not bad, and I've already gotten... These are the ones I got from Boar Buddy. I'm gonna have to start making stuff again. Now that I actually have some materials to do so with. But I want to make sure Snake Lady's happy more than I want some armor. Which I know is weird coming from me, considering how badly I've bent over backwards to get armor and weapons that I'm never going to use. But Snake Lady was crying, and I have a weakness for that sort of thing. Snake Lady! Hello? Oh, you're way over here, aren't you? I'll be there in just a minute. I'm coming. I'm coming, Snake Lady. I cleared the way. You should be able to go see your husband now. Snake Lady? You doing okay, gorgeous?
Young master, are you...
Damn it.
Venomous Yaoguais have infested the forest ahead.
You sure?
Remember to carry enough herb.
Okay, well, I'll be back. talk to you again, I guess. But first things first, I gotta get revenge on that evil snake spirit and his little butt buddy archers. So I think it was this way, and then I go to the left. Definitely gonna go take out those archers before I fight the dude again. Can I just avoid fighting the tree? Ow! Suck on that one, jackass. Oh no, I'm coming for you. Ow. How dare you? Alright. Now, we've got a nice clean fight on our hands. Eat shit. Just do yourself a favor and stay on the ground. It will make things... Oh, Jesus. Come on. Get off me. All of you. Oh, God. Not dying to a horrible tree monster. Come on, bitch. Don't summon more. Damn it, I just dealt with the last one. Ow. Who now? You. How dare you? People not shoot me in the ass for 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Your soul is mine. Take a look at that in a minute. Snake herbalist. What's up here? Just some mushrooms? That it? Ooh. We'll take this. Anything else? Ooh. Piece of candy. Gold Sun Crow. Take a look at that in just a minute. But I believe I have got a date with Destiny. By Destiny, I mean these two ugly assholes. Kapow! Ow. How dare you? I know we're close to a shrine. I just want to make sure that we have gotten everything. I think we're good. Let's do a little bit of rest. And then, before it piles up any further, I think I'm going to take a look at my journal. And if there's any time left, we can go explore down that canyon. But we have picked up quite a few things. Slightly increases damage bonus. This effect is enhanced when equipped with Jade Moon Rabbit. The crow sings in the sun. The rabbit hops on the moon. Yin and yang shall merge. Fire and water shall meet. Gold Sun Crow. Okay. Slightly increases damage reduction. Ooh. Damage bonus. Is that my damage bonus or... Those are hard to beat. I'll be perfectly honest with you. Those are really rough to beat. Think I'll stick with my normal stuff just for now. Fungi Woman. Drift through the air with a mushroom cap and release spores. Upon landing, crash into the foe as the spores rain down to track and strike them. Spores that hit the foe can return and recover health. Jesus. She never did that shit to me. Oh, God. That's actually pretty damn good. And yours was the big AoE. Then take the form of snake herbalist, smash venom on the ground from the herb basket to form poisonous pools. Okay. And then archer, big kitty roar. Okay, so this allows me to heal. I was not expecting to just turn into a tiny, dinky little tree. It's not bad though. I will give it that much. So we've got one more meditation spot to find. We've got one more character, 2 more kings, 6 more chiefs, and we have found all of the lesser Yao Gai. We have quite a lot to read. It's got to be around here somewhere. Sword Taoist. What is with that face? That bombastic side eye. Every 10 years, the temple... oh, sorry. Ugh. Frog in my throat, sorry. Every 10 years, the Temple of Yellow Flowers opens its door to recruit disciples. One day, a newly admitted young Taoist discovered that the disciples' focus on innate practice were divided into 3 different groups based on their skills. One group used staffs, another used fly whisks, and the third used swords. The young Taoist observed them closely and noticed that the disciples who used staffs and fly whisks were also responsible for various chores around the temple and had less favorable living conditions. In contrast, the disciples who used swords only needed to focus on their training, and they were even privileged to receive daily guidance from the master. The young Taoist secretly consulted the senior disciples and found out that the sword disciples were also the quickest to achieve enlightenment and ascension. However, becoming a disciple of the sword group was no easy task. It required passing a rigorous combat examination by the master, and only those deemed to have the highest potential were given the opportunity. The young Taoist visited each senior disciple, noting down the questions the master had asked them in the past, and made thorough preparations. Eventually, he succeeded in his endeavor, winning first place. The master personally tied his hair into a top knot and bestowed upon him a sword. From the moment he joined the sword group, he woke up early every day to train under the supervision of Beetle Commander. In the afternoons, he strengthened his ki under the master's guidance. Though the life was monotonous and arduous, he was very content. After more than a decade of rigorous cultivation, the disciples of Sword Group finally earned the master's approval. The master informed them that their skills were now proficient enough for them to enter the mountains for secluded meditation. If they were fortunate enough, they could achieve their ascension. To seek the Tao, he journeys far. With steadfast heart, he finds the gate. In the depths of sword skills, he glimpses roots of ascensions innate. This is the Whip Pervert. In Petalfall Hamlet lived a Taoist. He had taken his vows last and was the youngest, and thus the Grand Master doted on him. He too was glad to wait on the Grand Master at all times. If the Grand Master extended a hand, he served tea. If the Grand Master lifted a foot, he removed his shoe. He swatted flies, fanned the breeze, and made the bed, and tidied the converse quick? What? Tidied the converse quick and thorough in his duties. The Grand Master favored him greatly. His fellow disciples burned with jealousy, but they couldn't stoop to such fawning. They could only speak ill of him behind his back and bully him to vent their ire. One day, the Grand Master held a test to assess his disciples' learning. When it was the turn of the youngest, he decided to be lenient with him. He only asked him to recite a passage from the scripture of Tao Te Ching. The young disciple put on a smug face and chanted in a loud, clear voice, "The Tao produced 1, 1, produced 2, 2, produced 3, 3, produced all things." The other disciples had long awaited this moment, and their wish was finally granted. They roared with laughter and even stole glances at the Grand Master to see his reaction. The Grand Master, furious, stormed off in a huff. The other disciples then warned the young one, "You've committed a grave blunder and incited his anger today. Don't dream of learning any solid skills from him now." After that incident, the Grand Master shunned the youngest disciple, but then he found he had no one to wait on him properly. Over time, he reminisced about the young disciple's attentiveness. Before long, the disciple was summoned to serve him again, but when he saw the disciple's disinterest in Taoist learning, his aversion returned. One day, the young disciple implored the Grand Master to teach him some skills, and the Grand Master took the fly-swatting, fan-waving motions the boy did each day and made them into a set of moves. Who knows if it was meant as sarcasm? In the end, he taught the boy those moves and wind-wielding techniques, and that was all the boy could hope for. God damn. The wide robe and crane cloak flutter in the breeze. Why compare the righteous with the unrighteous, please? Praising virtues and merits disturbs the sweet dream. Whisking dusk and sweeping earth disrupts the serene theme. I kind of feel bad for that guy. Staff Taoist. Long ago, a mountain village sat on a ridge teeming with insects. Strange things kept happening, so the villagers all moved out, leaving it a deserted village. In the village below lived a young man. His mother had died, and his father was a poor wastrel who paid him no mind. The villagers looked down on him and often abused him. He felt he couldn't endure such disdain, so he fled to live in the abandoned village. Little did he know that the village was claimed by a swarm of insect guys. As soon as the young man reached the ridge, the Yao guys seized him. He didn't fight back, as a deep-rooted death wish, stemmed from a life without attachments, had long infested his heart. Seeing his resignation, the insects didn't harm him. Instead, they provided him with shelter in a dilapidated shack. That night, a middle-aged Taoist brought him food and clothing. "I heard you have nowhere to go, so I brought you some things for daily use. If you don't mind, take me as your master and stay here. I can teach you practices for ascension." The youth hadn't been cared for in so long. He eagerly donned the Taoist robe and performed the rites to acknowledge his master. From then on, he lived and trained with the insect guys. They spent their days dining and walking together, and at night they slept side by side. One day, a scholar barged into the young man's room. "I've just escaped from the Yao Gai's lair. They had trapped me in a cocoon sack, and I'm unsure of their intentions. I'm fleeing this place. You're human. You should come with me." The young man shook his head. "I'm content here. Why should I leave?" The scholar grew angry. "Because they're Yao Gais, and you're human. Even if they don't harm you, staying with them long enough will turn you into a Yao Gai as well." "You're right," the young man said as he grabbed his staff and knocked the scholar to the ground. "But even if I turn into a Yao Gai, I'll do so gladly." The scholar deemed that the young man was past saving. Gritting his teeth against the pain, he crawled out the door and fled alone. My God, I'm surprised he didn't knock him out. Fairy mountains, clouds, and waters are connected to the horizon, and home is nowhere to be seen. Holding a stick, I walk far into the dangerous nest and enjoy the white snow and yellow buds. Okay, so we got snake herbalist, snake sheriff, worm practitioner. That is not a worm. And lush leaf? Okay, you had a very different name and a very different appearance. I have not fought any pretty ladies. Snake herbalist. In the old days, there was a Taoist temple at the foot of Purple Cloud Mountain. An ascetic Taoist nun, worn from her long travels, sought shelter there one night. The temple nuns, moved by her devotion, offered her hot water and fresh clothes. As she bathed, the nun heard a sound from the rafters. Without showing any sign of alarm, she put on her robe and nonchalantly picked up her fly whisk. With a gentle flick, the whisk stretched and coiled with her motion, snaking up to the rafters and seizing a Yao Gai. Alerted by the commotion, the temple nuns rushed into the room to investigate. On the ground crouched a snake guy with green scales, unfazed by its capture. It seemed the nuns had been its prior victims. Now, taking turns to scold it, the snake guy looked at them with contempt and puffed out its cheeks to spew green venom in every direction. Anyone struck by even a drop collapsed at once, writhing in pain. As the guy had no remorse, the nun took out a wispy golden needle, prepared to destroy it. Only then did the snake show fear. It pleaded at once, "I'm just a lesser herbalist guy from the mountain. In my basket, outside is the antidote for them. Please, will you spare my life, immortal lady?" Hearing its sincere plea, the nun granted its mercy. The guy rummaged in its basket and handed her some small white pellets. "These are the leaves of the pearl tree. They're rare in the mortal world and can cure all venoms." It fed one to each Taoist nun, and they recovered at once. After that, the temple always had tree pearls on hand, and many afflicted by venom came here to seek aid. But the high cost of a tree pearl meant many, unable to afford it, had to face the toxin's fatal outcome. Oh, God. Pine, bamboo, plum grant him a blue hue, yet hearts of jackals, tigers, and leopards he possesses true. Collecting herbs from mountains and streams, no desire to aid the world, lost in selfish dreams. So it wasn't too far off. The people of this mountain definitely seem to be some kind of pervert or another. Snake Sheriff. Why is he called Sheriff? In the mountains there was a tiger with a strong desire for the Tao. Hoping to become a disciple under an accomplished immortal, he traveled across high mountains and great rivers seeking a Taoist temple. However, his Taoist affinity was thin, and he couldn't find a master willing to accept him until he reached the Webbed Ridge. At first, the immortal master disdained him for being a mere tiger, unlike his other disciples, and refused to meet him. The tiger knelt outside the mountain gate for several days without rising. The immortal master, sensing his sincerity, gave him a chance and accepted him as an outer disciple. Unexpectedly, the tiger had no steadfastness. After the initial fervor, he didn't put in the effort. The immortal master advised him, "One's practice relies on oneself, not the master." But the tiger couldn't grasp this and was punished to guard the mountain at the Forest of Ferocity. Feeling resentful, the tiger became even lazier, spending his days lying idly under a tree and cursing his master to pass the time. One day, while half asleep under the tree, complaining about his master, he suddenly heard a soft sigh and felt something slip into his mouth. Startled, he sat up, but there was no one around. He retched for a long time, but couldn't expel anything, thinking it was just a dream. After some time, the tiger's neck became long and thin, and he could no longer speak. He diligently patrolled Forest of Ferocity every day. People whispered among themselves. He started his Taoist practice with enthusiasm, but ended poorly. The master must have punished him, which is why he looks like this now. From now on, we'd best be careful. Okay, that is definitely messed up. He might have been lazy, but I mean, fire the guy. Don't mutate him. A head so large, a tail so thin, 7 feet long, a patterned form, electric eyes, fierce and strong. With tiger stripes, it boasts with pride, yet beneath its head, a strange guise hides. Yeah, we might have enough time for 2 more. Let's try and go quick. The disciples who practiced swordsmanship in the temple had been training under their master for a long time. Since joining the group, they had all harbored the wish to attain ascension, diligently practicing their skills with great perseverance. One day, the master finally informed his disciples that after years of rigorous training, their skills had become proficient. He told them that they could not now follow him into the mountains for a secluded meditation. If they were fortunate, they might achieve ascension and become immortals. The disciples were overjoyed and eagerly packed their belongings to follow their master into the mountains. The master led them using a teleportation technique to a breathtakingly beautiful mountain. The mountain was rustling golden leaves, presenting a scene of crisp, refreshing autumn weather. At the mountain's peak there was a hamlet, where they sat down their belongings. The master then led them along a path behind the hamlet to the summit. There they saw strands of silk hanging in the air, with one end suspended in the mountain mist, and the other reaching high into the clouds, destination unknown. The master said,
"This is the celestial ladder to the immortal kingdom. Hundreds of years ago, your senior brother ascended to immortality from this very spot."
With that, he handed each of them a peculiar object of a violet color, and said,
"This is a pill to aid your ascension. Quickly, my disciples, consume it."
The disciples, filled with excitement, immediately swallowed the larva-like objects. A few hesitated only to see a terrifying and disgusting scene. The disciples, taking the pills, had transformed into flat-headed, fleshy worms. Horrified, they questioned their master, shaking. The master shook his head and sighed.
"When the opportunity arises, your courage fails. which makes you unfit to become immortals."
Before his sigh had ended, the disciples who had transformed into worms lunged at them. Oh, God! Swallowing pills to hasten flight, in tainted streams he shares the blight. Better to seek the straight and true, than in the crooked paths pursue. This master sounds like an asshole. About what time is it? It's getting real close. I think we have enough time for one more, and then we're going to have to call it for today. Once a wealthy scion, seeking the path of the immortals, abandoned his family fortune and retreated to the mountains for solitary practice. Accustomed to being served, he struggled alone and often faltered in basic chores. One day, while washing clothes, his basin drifted away. He sat by the river and wailed aloud. Suddenly, from the rustling trees, a young and beautiful woman glided down to him. She landed before him, inquired about his plight, and consoled him, saying, "Your devotion has moved a spirit of the cypresses such as me. You have my aid." She would prepare his meals, launder his clothes, and always leave as silently as she came. Yet the boy's heart harbored other thoughts. He said to her, "Since you care for me so, why not join me in practice as Taoist partners and harmonize yin with yang?" Enraged by his audacity, the woman sharply rebuked him. "Our practices take on different paths, and mine has been kept for a millennium. Why would I risk this practice because of you?" She left swiftly, but after many tearful pleas by the river, the boy was forgiven. However, within half a year, he broached her with the proposal again, persisting in his deluded fantasy. The woman, after pondering, said, "How can you speak of the practice of yin and yang with me before you see my true form? Follow me, and you shall see." She led him deep into the woods and revealed a massive, gnarled cypress tree. She glided into its canopy and disappeared. The cypress let out a mighty roar and rose from the ground. With a flick of power, it summoned the surrounding shrubs. Together they encircled the boy, intending to teach him a lesson. Overcome with fear, he fled back to his home and abandoned his pursuit of Tao. Lady, he was no good for you. You should have just left him the first time. Amidst the lush leaves embrace, free from the dust of life's race, branches side by side they stand, their pursuit as firm as land. Alright, well, we are going to have to leave the other three for next time, because unfortunately, it is getting to be about that time of the hour. So, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming along with me. I hope you all have had a wonderful day. And until I see you next time, have fun and stay safe out there.